This is Mary of Alaska Stories.
And this is Mike. In this edition, we're looking at the Talkeetna, Alaska story, the gateway to Denali. Do you remember the quirky 1990s TV show Northern Exposure? The TV show Northern Exposure was set in the fictional village of Sicily, Alaska. Supposedly, the actual village of Talkeetna was the inspiration for the fictional Sicily. You decide. By the way, here's a side note. Mary and I of Alaska Stories want to go on the record by stating that we think the name Sicily was the worst name ever as a Hollywood name for an Alaska town. But enough about that.
What's a Talkeetna? Pronounced Talkeetna. It comes from the Denayana word Ke-dal-kitnu, meaning river of plenty or food is stored river. The Denayana used the rivers in the area much like we would use roads. There is a convergence of three rivers around Talkeetna, the Susitna, Chulitna, and Talkeetna rivers. Talkeetna is around 114 road miles from Anchorage. Take the Glen Highway towards the Matanuska Valley. Near Matanuska Lake, follow the park's highway for Talkeetna.
The Denayana named it the Great One. At 20,310 feet tall, Denali is the largest mountain in North America. Because Denali is just up the park's highway, only 152 miles from Talkeetna, the village of Talkeetna is also referred to as Gateway to Denali.
In 1897, William Dickey prospected for gold in the area, but no gold was found until around 1898, when it was discovered at Cache Creek. As a result, the Alaska Commercial Company built a small trading post in what would become Talkeetna. During the gold rush, Talkeetna was a steamer station for riverboats supplying miners and trappers in the area.
In 1915, the Alaska Engineering Commission chose Talkeetna for their headquarters as they began expanding the Alaska Railroad to Fairbanks, which is north of Talkeetna. By 1917, there were around 1,000 people in the area. That's the year H.W. Nagley opened a store in Talkeetna. It's still there today. The U.S. Post Office established its Talkeetna branch that same year.
In 1938, the Talkeetna Village airstrip made travel in and out much quicker. The following year, an airfield was built only a few hundred yards from the village airstrip. The newer airfield became known as Talkeetna Airport.
Don Sheldon, Alaska bush pilot. Sheldon was living in Anchorage when he decided to go as far north in Alaska as he could afford. His funds took him as far as a train trip to Talkeetna. 10 years later, he opened Talkeetna Air Service. Sheldon pioneered the technique of glacier landings on Denali and throughout the Alaska Range from 1947 to 1975. His bush flying abilities made him a sought-after pilot for both civilian and military rescues in Alaska. When they said, "No one can get through," they knew it was time to contact Don Sheldon, who would complete the rescue in his Piper Super Cub. His honor, Stubbs the cat. In 1997, Nagley's General Store needed a new cat. They adopted a Manx mix with a short tail and named the cat Stubbs. Now, Talkeetna is unincorporated, which means there is no form of government. So, naturally, someone had a good idea to do something very different for the village, which is nothing new for the people of Talkeetna. Stubbs the cat was given the distinction of being named the honorary mayor of Talkeetna, Alaska. Stubbs performed his duties as mayor from April 12, 1997 until July 21st, 2017. During his time as the mayor, his honor was known for taking long naps, purring, and posing for photos with his eyes closed. While Stubbs is no longer with us, the tradition of honorary feline mayors continues in a special place called Talkeetna, Alaska. Did you enjoy this look at Talkeetna, Alaska? Until next time, Mike and Mary, Alaska Stories.
Meow.